Hi everybody, this is Sarah at Health by Sarah. I want to talk to you about the 8 benefits that I experienced in my pregnancy and labor this last time around from taking vitamin C. Let's jump in. The first benefit I experienced in my pregnancy was I had absolutely no swelling in my entire pregnancy. The first time around, I did have some minimal swelling towards the end in my ankles or in my feet. Not a lot compared to some women, but it was there. And then this time around, I was just waiting and I never experienced any swelling no matter how long I was on my feet. So that was great. However, my husband seems to think that I experienced more swelling than I think during my first pregnancy because of all the weight gain that I had. I gained 47 pounds versus this time I gained 29 pounds. And he thinks that that may have been some swelling. So I think the vitamin C certainly helped to prevent that from happening this time. The second benefit is that I had much less weight gain than my first pregnancy, which I just kind of talked about. There's definitely a marked difference between the first time and now. And there's evidence to show that vitamin C can help with weight loss or maintenance of your weight. So I think that is one way it also helped me. The third benefit I experienced was I had much less stretch marks than the first time around. The first time around, I didn't get stretch marks until about 7 months, and then all of a sudden they just appeared all over my belly, and they were really dark, red, like purple lines all around my belly, and they were just kind of unsightly. And it took a long time for it even to reduce in visibility after that. I tried like different oils and lotions for it, but the thing that I saw helping to reduce them before I got pregnant this last time was taking mega doses of vitamin C. And I started taking vitamin C when I was in my second pregnancy last year, and I miscarried, but I continued to take the vitamin C before I got pregnant this last time and through my last pregnancy, and I'm continuing to take it now. And throughout that time, I saw my stretch marks from my first pregnancy continue to reduce, and I did receive some new stretch marks from this past pregnancy, but they were much less pronounced than the first one. So there's evidence to back that up as well with vitamin C, that women who take mega doses of it during their pregnancies either don't get stretch marks or they are reduced from women who do not take mega doses of vitamin C. The fourth benefit is I had a much faster labor than the first time around. My first labor was 26 hours, and I had an epidural towards the end with that one. And the second labor was under 11 hours total. And there's evidence to back that up as well, that shows that women who take mega doses of vitamin C during their pregnancy, their labors are reduced by more than half than women who do not take mega doses of vitamin C. The fifth benefit is I had no tearing this time around. The first time I had a 2nd-degree tear, which isn't terrible, and it's pretty common with first-time moms especially, but the evidence shows that mega doses of vitamin C make the birth canal much more elastic. There's less likelihood of women tearing, and so that's what happened with me. And it was just very easy this time around in comparison to the last time. The sixth benefit is that my water broke at the end of my labor. The first labor I had, it broke at the very beginning of my labor. And I discussed this with my midwives, and they said that having your water break early, or at the beginning of your labor, makes for a much harder labor. So not only did I have a hard labor because my daughter was in the wrong position the first time, but also because my water broke very early on. And so this time around, it happening towards the end made it just much easier. And I remember the feeling of it this time around. It just like exploded as the baby's head was coming out, and I was pretty much done at that point. So there is a PubMed study on that. I'm going to link all these below, of course, and it's on PROM, which I'm trying to remember off the top of my head what it stands for. It stands for premature rupture of chorioamniotic membranes, choreo something membranes. And the evidence showed that taking megadoses of vitamin C definitely reduced your chances of PROM. Seventh benefit was pushing was easier. Although it wasn't terrible with my first labor. I had 35 minutes total of pushing, but that was with coaching because I had an epidural. And so I think that's one of the reasons that I had tears, was because I couldn't even feel myself pushing, and I may have been overdoing it. But this time around, my body was just doing everything for me, essentially. It was just forcing me to push. I didn't even have to be told, okay, push now. It was just happening, and that's why my mom and my husband were pushing me out the door. I basically could do nothing but push at that point. There was no turning back. The last benefit, number 8, is my contractions were intense, but not as hard or intense as my first labor. And all the evidence from the studies on vitamin C in pregnancy just show that the women had much easier, faster labors. And I say yay to that because I had such a hard, long labor with my first. And I'm sharing this information because I hope that other women can hear it and be encouraged by it. Because when I found this out about the evidence, I was very encouraged and hopeful that my second labor would be different. And it certainly was very different along with my pregnancy. I hope you guys have found this video to be helpful, and I would love to hear what your experiences are in the comments. If you have tried taking vitamin C or megadoses and if it made a difference for you, or if you know other people who it's made a difference from, I'd love to hear about it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and click that notification bell, and please subscribe to my channel as well. Until next time, bye.